What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. As you can see, I am in the car. So as you saw from the title of this video, this is my second tattoo diary. Because I actually got my appointment made. It is this Thursday, the 31st. A few weeks, I would say, about 2 weeks after I made the first tattoo diary video, I emailed him again, and so he and I have been in communication for the last 4 weeks to actually get this done. And so last night we actually got the appointment made. Also, I'm on my way to a chiro appointment because my back and ribs are so screwed. But anyway, I am maintaining all driving safety rules. My phone is in easy access of me. That way, if something happens, I can stop filming. Anyway, so basically what has been going on is I first emailed this guy, and I'm not going to give you his name unless he clears me to do so, because I'm not going to do anything without someone's consent, okay? Like, that's my number one thing for this whole thing is I need this guy's consent. So I emailed him and I was like, you know what? Over the last 2 months or so, you have been so incredibly helpful. Like, it's not funny how helpful this guy has been. So I was like, would you be willing to do this tattoo for me, you know? Would you be willing to, like, see it all the way through to fruition? And he was like, yeah, no, sure, I would be so completely cool to do that. And I was like, you are an amazing person, and I am so lucky that you were pointed out to me. Whoa, went a little wide there. This is probably going to be a longer video. I'm trying to make this last until I pull in and get parked at the doctor's office. But I was like, you have been really, really helpful. I would be completely honored if you would do this for me. So he was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it for you. So I was really kind of just asking him all these questions. I'm like, okay, would you be willing to, and now I've got some questions, you know, because I had already asked him for a ballpark estimate. That is what started this whole thing. It was like ballpark estimates of how much these all would cost. And for both of them, it would be about $200. And I was like, well, I only want to get one. And I told him placement, and I told him the sizing of them. And so I was like, well, I'm only looking to get one done right now. What is the ballpark estimate for one of them? And so he gave, and apparently, and there are two different estimates. For Lover, he said it would be, Jesus Christ, my car cannot do gravity. For Lover, he said it would be about 90. I was like, okay. And for Fighter, he said it would be about 120 because of the fact that it's block lettering. It's old English lettering, so that takes a second pass to go over to fill in. And I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And I was like, okay, well, I think based on price alone, it is pretty obvious that we're doing Lover first. You know, that's just easiest for me. So that took a little bit, and so I sent a follow-up email asking if he'd be okay with me filming part of it. If he's not okay, I can easily turn the camera so it's not facing him, you know, all that good stuff, because I want to be sure that this is something he's going to be comfortable with, you know. And if he, and on the day of the appointment, I'm going to ask again, like, hey, are you cool with me filming part of this? Because he said the total time tattooing would take about 30 minutes. I was like, okay, fine. So I pretty much have to block out an hour for this whole thing. No big deal. I can do that. I am on winter break. I've got nothing I actually have to do today. So he's, like I said, he's been really good about this, and so he never really answered the email about whether or not I could film. So again, I'm going to ask him on Thursday, and then I am going to, and it's going to take me about an hour. So last night, I finally heard back from him, because he was taking a break for holidays and whatnot, as people typically do. Gave me a list of days, gave me his schedule for after the new year. He then sent a follow-up email, which I did not see right away, that said he could also do it on the 31st. Mind you, at that point, I was already discussing it with my mother. Like, okay, should I just see if he's willing to do it on the 31st? See the email saying, I'm also free on the 31st. I was like, we literally were just talking about that. 31st would be perfect. What time works for you? Because again, I'm doing this on his schedule. I have to see what time is open for him. And so he was like, how does 1 p.m. sound? And I was like, that would be absolutely perfect. So I texted my friend, because she's the reason I was asking, can I bring extra people with me? If not, they'll wait in the car, how much time is this going to take if they have to wait in the car? Because those two questions are really in correlation, And due to a certain pandemic that I'm not going to name, we're not friends, I'm not naming her, they are not allowing extra people in the studio. He said it would take 30 minutes to do the tattoo, and then another 20 to go over the paperwork and the aftercare. I know, I've just turned 18 and I'm already doing this stuff. I'm already being an adult and I hate it. So he is just been really helpful, and I'm gonna keep saying that because I am losing my train of thought trying to concentrate on driving. But so he said, we're not allowing any extra people in the studio, but you can bring people. They would have to wait in the car, and because my mom would also like to meet this guy. So she is just going to meet us there because she has to work that day. And he said, you know what, if someone wants to, if they want to meet me, that is completely fine. I also made sure that my age was known to him. I'm like, I just turned 18, don't worry. Because I'm not doing this underage and without my parents' consent, which is something that has been really big, because this is not just a 6-month project that I've been doing. I have not just been okay, I want to do my senior project on tattoos. No, this has been 2 years of research and figuring out what styles really speak to me and whatnot, and what I really want to get, because this is a lifetime decision unless you have the money to get it removed. Removed? Okay, removed. I think I like removed better. This is a really big decision, this is not heat of the moment, let's go get this done. No, this is a really big decision. And this has been 2 years for me, at least, because, this is something that, I've really been wanting, and I really wanted to be sure about. And I feel very confident in this, but I've also been talking to a guy who I'm really comfortable with. I've spent so long talking to this guy that I am comfortable with him. And I don't think I could go to any other tattooer at this point because I have spent so long talking to him. I am so comfortable with him, you know, that it just, for me, feels like I can't go to another person. Which is not like, oh, like, it's not a bad thing, you know? You should always, like, go to someone you're comfortable with. And this guy was recommended to me by my art teacher, which is how I found him in his studio in the first place. Because he's actually an old student of my art teacher's husband. So it was kind of just like, okay. So he came recommended to me, and I was like really grateful for it because I was like, you know what? This saves me from having to hunt down somebody. Which is awesome. Oh great, we're almost here. Yay, I can end this video soon so you guys can stop listening to me talk, because this is very awkward, honestly. Oh, Jesus Christ, I took that turn a little fast. Pay attention, folks. Always brake when you're coming down to a turn, okay? You never want to take a turn too fast, because it may not go the way you're wanting. Oh, there's a parking spot. Sweet. Now let's hope I actually parked pretty decently. Okay, so we are here. I'm gonna turn the car off. It doesn't need to be on right now. And I'm in the lines. Cool. Might as well grab the phone. So, anyway. So, that is what has been going on. That is what has gone into making this appointment. Has been a lot of back and forth, a lot of questions. He gave me advice on how to prep for this. He's like, lotion the area every day, get a good night's sleep, eat a decent meal before, which means I actually have to eat lunch, which I don't do. You know, drink a lot of water, which I also don't do, so I'm kind of making it a point to drink more water in the upcoming days. Kind of just like rehydrate my body and get it to be pretty clear that this is what you gotta do. Yeah. Anyway, that is all for this tattoo diary. I will see you guys on Thursday. Wow. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment saying what your process was like on making your appointment if you want, and I shall see you guys Thursday. Bye guys.